There we go. Everything should be all set. How's everybody doing? Anybody who's in here? How you guys doing? Just a reminder, if you're in here, I can't see anything on the Discord chat right now. So if you're typing anything in there, then it doesn't get through to me until right after the class. Otherwise, I get a whole bunch of notifications flying in at once. All good? Yeah, looks like it. Nothing dropped. Cool. If anybody's in here, let me know how you guys doing. Hopefully it's been a good week so far. Wrapping up our Thursday with some class. It's gonna be fun. Be a quick review of everything that I have. We got people drilling this week. Punch stack, grab our defenses, kicks. Should be a blast. And then pinion 9 of black belts, of course. Can never forget about that one. Let me double check that everything's all posted right. Hopefully I don't lose frames here like usually it happens. Everything's looking all good. There we go. Three stands at the end. I'll grab 3. Or for the advanced pouch. Opinion 9 for black belts is happening, right? I've got about 10 minutes if anybody's in here. 10 minutes till class starts. Working on level 2s today. Punch Stack Defense 3. Under, grab, rotate. So we got a little less than 10 minutes until we start. Hopefully everybody who's in here is having a good day. You know you're in here, but somebody else is not. Shoot them a message. If you know them, send them a text, give them a call. Message them on Discord and see where they're at. Get them into class. Get a little bit of stretching here before we start. Make sure I'm kind of warmed up. There we go. We had about like 5-ish minutes here. Let's see here. Everything looks to be running smooth, so looking forward to a good one so far. Set down and we're set. Cool. Hey everybody who just joined. Good to see you guys. Good to have you here. Just been kind of moving around a little bit, making sure the body stays warm. If you guys want to start warming up just a tiny bit, that could be a good time for it. Alright, just a little bit less than 5 minutes. We're getting close. Yes, Super Justin, class is starting at 3:30. We got about 4 minutes here. Doing a little bit more sparring practice than main curriculum stuff today. I want to get a lot of those roundhouse for the beginners level ones and a lot of the hook kicks for everybody else. Like 4 minutes, everybody who's in here, 4 minutes. Make sure you guys got some space around you so you're safe. Get like a 5x5 space would be ideal. Of course, it can be done with less or a little bit more. How's Pinion 9 coming along, Super Justin? You get a chance to practice on the other side that we added in this week? Always have to stop myself and double check on this one right after here for the left. Coming up here. I always tend to like switch my wrists because it's opposite side. I gotta practice that. I'm just getting it right. Very interesting technique. So I've got about 2 minutes. 2 minutes till we start. Can you hear me, Super Justin? Ooh, maybe my time is off. It should start at 3:30 every time. Did I post that wrong? My timing might have been off a little bit on the post. I think I said 3:30, but I could be wrong. Either way, starting in just like 2 minutes here. Or 1 minute, looks like 1 minute till we start. Can you hear me all right though? It's showing me that I've got something going and I've got some volume being picked up, some noise, but I just want to make sure. Last little minute, like 30 seconds here, everybody. If you're ready, let me know. We'll get started here in a second. Well, I hope everyone can hear me. I don't see anything in there about yes, no, maybe so. Let's see. Double check real quick. I don't want to get like halfway into the warm-ups and see. Yeah, anybody here? Excuse me. Anybody double check? Am I good to go? Everyone hear me all right? I'm seeing the input on my end, but I want to go 20 minutes into class and then realize that no one heard a word I was saying. Well, I'm gonna go off. I'm gonna go off that we can, just because I can see it there. So I'm gonna go ahead and get class started here. If you guys can't hear me, let me know. Okay, if you can, let me know too. Just get that feedback. It'll be cool. But with that said, let's go ahead and get started then. Everybody, come attention. How do you guys feel today? Let's bounce. All right, guys, we're going jumping jacks to start off. We're going 1 minute total. 1 minute. Pick your favorite kind. You want either regular jumping jacks here. You can go shuffle, legs crossed, arms crossed, out and back in. Or we got Nordic jacks here, arm out in front, switching back and forth this way. Up to you which one you want to pick, but we're going 1 minute total. Ready? On your marks, get set. Second hand there. Let's go. 1 total minute, everybody. Looks like we're about 10 seconds in. Going pretty quickly here so far. Hope everybody's having a good Thursday. We're 15 seconds in. We're a quarter of the way. And we're approaching that halfway mark. Hopefully everybody had a chance to watch a little bit of the curriculum earlier. We're halfway through. Keep it up, everybody. We've got about 15 seconds left. I want you guys to keep going. 15 more seconds. 10 more seconds here. 4, 3, 2, 1, and break. Shake off the arms, shake the legs out a little bit. Roll that head around. Little neck stretch there. Awesome. So we're going to get to our warm-ups quick second. Let's go through our student creed first. Ready, everyone? Attention. Set position. And student creed. Student creed, sir. Line 1. I pledge to develop myself in a positive manner. Line 2. I pledge to use what I learn in class constructively and defensively. Line 3. I pledge to foster friendships and contribute to my community. And bow. All right, we had very simple warm-ups this week. I wanted to keep it that way. We had 30 seconds of push-ups, 30 seconds of squats, and 30 seconds of regular crunches. So we're going, again, 30 seconds with each. We'll get a second cycle through, and maybe we'll get into a third cycle as well. So everyone find some space. Remember, the quality of these is more important than the quantity. So get your sharpest push-ups you can. Don't worry about the number as much as keeping your back straight, making sure that you're getting as low as you can before you push yourself back up. And as always, if you need to adjust, feel free to do that. I'm going to be doing them on my knuckles because I can't quite yet do them on my palms here because of my wrist. But we'll get started here. 30 seconds. Hopefully the mic is still working okay. I'm kind of concerned about that. But 30 seconds, push-ups, everybody. Ready? On your marks, and get set. Go for it. 30 total seconds. Don't stop short of anything but your best. I'm going to give you mine. Make sure you give me yours too. 10 seconds left. Bust these out. 5 more seconds. Oh, sorry. Now we're at 10 seconds. Keep it going. 5 more seconds, everybody. 2, 1. And break. All right, we got squats next. Again, don't settle for anything less than your best. The quality is more important than the quantity. 30 seconds of squats. Get those feet a little bit past shoulder width, toes out a little bit, or wherever's comfortable, and make sure that the knees follow the toes. 30 seconds, starting in 3 seconds here. Ready? And go. Remember, quality over quantity. Keep your back straight. Make sure that your head is up. Bending the knees, not just leaning, right? And you don't want to lean. You want to bend the knees. We're already 20 seconds in here. 5 more seconds, everybody. Keep those squats going. 3, 2, 1, and break. All right, we got crunches next. Here we go. So again, quality. Make sure that you get the shoulder blades off the ground. That's all you need to do. 30 seconds in. Go. Squeeze the abs as you do this. Really engage the muscle. If you just kind of swing yourself up, you're never going to feel it, but squeeze the abs to pull yourself up. 10 seconds left. Here we go. Oh yeah. We got our second cycle happening next. 5 more seconds. And break. All right. Push-up position again. 30 seconds each cycle. 30 seconds push-ups, 30 seconds squats, 30 seconds crunches. Here we go. Ready? And begin. We're at 10 seconds here. Keep going, everybody. Halfway there. Don't settle for less than your best. 10 seconds. I'm going to give you guys my best to all these warm-ups. Make sure you're doing the same. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and break. Up on your feet. We got some squats to do here. Ready? Again, 30 seconds, and go. If you want to do just regular squats, you can. If you'd like to substitute jump squats, that's a good alternative as well. A little more of a challenge, but make sure that the quality is still there. Looks like we're at the halfway point, guys. We got 15 seconds left. We're at 10 seconds left now. Those 30 seconds go by fast. You want to make sure you're getting right into the next warm-up. And break. All right, on your back. Crunches. Again, 30 seconds. They're not sit-ups. You don't have to come all the way up like this. Just get the shoulder blades off the ground. Ready? And go. There we go. We're 10 seconds. And we might have lost connection for a second there. We okay? Let's get to butterfly stretch real quick. If you guys can see me and hear me, please let me know. Got a little error notice about connection issue. I want to make sure that we're doing okay in here. Still says excellent connection, but double checking. So let me know if you guys can. Quick butterfly stretch to start. Next one here, we'll put one foot out to the side, or one foot out in front of us. For a little bit, you can see here. I'm going to keep this leg flat on the ground. Reach for my foot, trying to keep my back straight. So, it looks like everything sorted itself out. I said an issue about lost connection for a second there. Hopefully we're all good. But message of the week, we haven't had posted into that channel yet, huh? Is the Pebble story. So if you haven't heard the Pebble story, go ahead and switch feet. Or if you have, it's always a good one to go back to. Pebble story. These two adventurers traveling through, or they're going to the center of a forest. They were looking for this great, and I think great goes on for about 1,000 times, great grandmaster. And this grandmaster was supposedly had the answer to questions about everything in any martial art ever. Frog stretch. Frog stretch is kind of like the splits, but instead on your feet, you got your knees down. Bring those knees wide, hands down. So, they are going on this journey, right? And they get into this forest and they start walking through. And as they walk through the forest, the wind starts to pick up. And they start to hear a little voice in the wind. And the wind is saying, pick up the pebbles. At the beginning, it's very quiet. I think you'll be able to hear it still. Pick up the pebbles. Pick up the pebbles. And it's just kind of whispering through. Go ahead and put both feet out. Like this, you're going to take one foot, tuck it in, so the top of the foot's on the ground. You want your knee to stay close to the ground as well, so don't let it raise up here. Or I should say shin down, and lean back a little bit here. So they start hearing this voice in the wind, pick up the pebbles, pick up the pebbles. And one of them would reach down and pick up these pebbles. Hold them up, nothing would happen, so they would drop them back down. Then they kept walking, and they would hear it again. They'd hear someone else say, they'd hear it again, pick up the pebbles. And the other guy would pick up these pebbles. Go ahead and switch legs. Someone else would pick the pebbles up and say, hey, nothing's happened here, but I'm going to hold on to these pebbles for now. There's got to be something special about these, right? Go ahead and pick your favorite stretch for the last one. And they keep going and keep going. The first person would hear pick up the pebbles, they'd pick them up, they wouldn't do anything with them, just drop them back down. The second person would every once in a while keep hold of them, right? Put them into their pocket. And when they got to the center of the forest, they had forgotten all the questions they had for this great-great-great-grandmaster. They had forgotten every single question they were going to ask, and they only had one question on their mind. That question was, of course, why do we keep hearing this voice in the wind? Why do we keep hearing this, and what does it mean? And the great-grandmaster asked them, did you pick up any pebbles? We go arms in and out like this, get one in here. And they said, well, yeah, we picked them up. First person said, I kept putting them back down. Second person said, yeah, I picked them up, but I kept them in my pocket here. We asked him to bring them out, and the guy reaches into his pocket, pulls these pebbles out, and when he opens his hands, notices that a lot of them had turned into diamonds. Some of them, of course, were still little pebbles there, but a lot of them had turned into these very valuable diamonds. And the idea behind the story is that as you go through life and you pick something up, you try it for the first time, you may not know if you're going to enjoy it or not, right? It takes holding on to it, and then eventually you'll find out, hey, this is a diamond in my life, it's something valuable to me, or, hey, you know, that's just a pebble, I didn't really enjoy it, but you never know until you try. So don't be afraid to try new things. Message of the week is the pebble story. So one more stretch here. I'm going to go head circles here. Big circle one direction. Other direction this way. There we go. Arms back and forth. Cool. All right, guys. So let's jump into our main curriculum here. Beginners, you guys have been working on kicks. Level 1s and intermediate advanced adults, you guys have been working on grab art 3. Level 2s, punch attack defense 2. And then level 3s and advanced students, grab art defense 4. Black belts, of course, with opinion 9. Let's get a quick walkthrough of the basics of everything, or the intro to it, and then we're going to add on to each separate one. So everyone together here. First thing, beginners. Right, we started with our kicks. We started in our ready stance here. We had first a front kick. So back leg, boom, throwing that kick out there, pulling it back in. Making sure that we pull these toes up towards our shin. So that's the first one, right? Boom. We also worked on the side kick. Turning to the side here, stepping up to, so let me turn this way to make it a little bit easier. Step with my left foot here, and my right leg kicks. Pull it back in. If I want to go the other direction, right foot steps in, left foot pulls in, side kick, right? And then finally the back kick. Where if I stand right here, I look over my right shoulder, I'll be able to bring my right leg up and kick straight back. Same thing left side. Boom, up, back. Level 1s for grab art, beginners, I want you guys to practice those. Get about 10 repetitions with each leg for each kick. Level 1s, we had grab art defense 3. I want you to practice just the intro real quick. They grab, fingers lock, or arms lock first, fingers next, step back. Not the strike yet, sorry, just at the beginning here. Boom, I want that reaction, all right? Go ahead and get started with that. Drill that like 5 times each direction. Level 2s, we started here, left foot steps to the corner, left hand palm, right hand outward block. Again, boom, step. One more time, left foot step, left hand palm, right hand outward block. And then finally for level 3s, we had grab art defense 4. Left foot steps to the back left corner, left hand down, right hand strike. Just that boom reaction, because with all of those, that first reaction is the most important. Black belts, I want you guys to review what you know of opinion number 9 right now. We're going to jump back in, touch beginners. I want to get to the turn back kick in a quick second. But I want to double check here real quick. So I want you guys to review real quick, 1 minute. Okay, guys? Go, go, go. Make sure everything all good here. I'm not seeing anything, so I just want to double check. Here we go. I apparently had some random chat thingy open. Okay. Everything okay now? Okay, there's a whole bunch of people. Sorry, guys, I had the wrong chat open. All right. So that's good to hear that everyone can actually hear me and everything's going all right. Beginners, I want to work on the turn back kick. The turn back kick. So, first things first, I'm going to be kicking with my left leg. So let's go ahead and take the left leg back. We're going to get to our ready stance here. I'm going to turn and look over my back shoulder. In this case, left side here, that left foot's back. So turn and look until you see the screen again. You know, I'm going to turn and look, and there we go, I can see. Right? So I start right here, beginners, in that sparring stance. I'm going to look over my back shoulder, in this case left, until I see you again. From here, all I have to do is take this left leg and it's going to slide straight back to the camera for my kick. Boom, and I get to that ready stance. All right, let's do it again. Here we go. Ready stance, turn and look. This back leg, boom, throws that kick out there. Ready stance. Try it out a little bit. That's a lot. There's a lot more detail in the video that we're going to have on Monday, but you guys are getting a head start on it. Level ones, and then the beginner, intermediate, teen, adult, grab art defense 3. We trap, we lock, we step back with our right foot. We're pulling to the right a little bit. Strike out, and then left arm comes across with the inward block. Reminder with the hand techniques there. I want to take my hand, and I want to interlace the fingers like this, and then grab on. The strike should go straight forward and straight back, kind of like a punch. If it drops down, see how that's kind of more bottom fisty? I want it to go straight forward and straight back. So we're looking this way here. Break the grip off, ready stance. Finally, level twos, I almost skipped you guys. Level 2s, we started left foot step forward, palm block with the left, outward block with the right, this back foot, right foot, front kick to the groin. I'm going to step down in front. Left hand pushes down, back knuckle with the right, finish it in that ready stance. And a cool tip about that is left hand is open throughout, right hand is closed throughout. So if we're here, we step left hand open, right hand closed, kick, left hand palm, right hand back knuckle. So level 2, start adding that in. And then level 3s, we added in, let's add in the rest of the defense basically, right? When they grab, the left foot steps back, and level 3s, listen carefully. I'm going to be very aware of the foot, right? That's very important in this defense, is it needs to be the left foot. It cannot be the right. Left foot step, through, back knuckle is the extra technique, right? Right hand hits. From here, see how this one's still hooked underneath? Their arms would be right here and here, grabbing a lapel. Step back with the right foot, level 3s. Left elbow comes around and over. Ready stance at the end. So again, level 3s, step back, hit, all the way over, back knuckle with the right, step, roll that elbow, and get out to that ready stance. You step back with the left foot for that one. It used to be it is still, but you don't have to know more of them. When you look at all the others, 1, 2, and 3, all step back with the right and left for the fourth one. I can review a couple of them, C4Fez. I'll go 20 until 33, okay? And then 33 through the end is just the same thing on the other side. I don't want to spend a whole lot of time on just a section one. We got a video went out just like a day ago, so super quick. From 20, and quick note, it should look mirrored to you guys right now. I'm checking with it, seeing how it works. So this should be the right side of your screen, holding up the right. So if I just say, hey, right hand blocks, it should make it a little bit easier to follow. At least that's the goal with it, or the hope for it. So C4Fez, we had any of the black belts in here. When we had finished up the last section, we had our left foot back, right, for 20 right here. The left foot steps forward. We do our grip break. Follow me with the left foot to the side, lunging forward stance, and spear. We're going to grab on our left foot steps again to the front for our grip break. Left foot steps towards the front of the room and sends his hands up. Inward block. Right foot kempo and left hand punch. We're going to go, let me scoot back a little bit here. Left side, side to side black belts. Left foot steps back. And U strike goes to the back of the room. Last couple moves here. We turn to the front. Right hand is the uppercut. Right foot front kick. We punch. Left foot comes up. This should be 31 for black belt. Side to side. 32 side to side right. And then big steps over. 33 right there for black belt. So, I wanted to go just kind of quick today on the main curriculum and spend a little more time on sparring stuff. If there's any questions on that material right now, let me know. Robert, so basically, you know how when you look in a mirror, if you raise one hand, it looks in the mirror like the left hand? All that I want you to do is, if I mention this hand on this side of your screen, it should be your right side, right? Then that means use the right hand. So you don't have to watch me and kind of mirror stuff back and forth. So that's basically what I meant by it. Hopefully that makes a little sense. Yeah, let's go over level 2, the punch attack defense 2. So when they punch, remember that they're punching right to the center of our body. Our left foot is going to step to the front corner, and our left hand does the palm and outward block. So we go here. I know you can't quite see that foot, but it'll help you see your hands a little bit better. Left hand palm block, right hand outward block. And notice, see how my outward block is coming on the outside of my arm there? Then the right leg does a front kick. Set it down in front. Left hand push, right hand back knuckle. And then we go up to that ready stance. So again, here I am. Left foot step, block. Left, right. Right foot kick. And then we've got palm and back knuckle. Very similar to the end of pinion number 1 with that boom, cat stance back knuckle punch. So, super quick, let's review them all one more time through. Beginners, we had the 3 kicks, right? We had front kick, chamber in the beginning and the end, the side kick, turning to the side. You're going to make your T-stance first, and then you can kick. So, back foot pulls up, chamber, extend, rechamber, set it down, and then finally back kick. Hands up, look over your shoulder, chamber in front, kick straight back. And the turn back kick is actually done a little bit more in detail in a video that's coming out on Monday. Had a whole chance to go over that today in the videos, but you'll see that coming out on Monday. But super quick, beginners. Apologize, hope you guys can't see the phone ringing over there. Let me jump switch here. So in our left side stance, turn look over your left shoulder a bit, beginners, until you see the screen again. So if I'm right here in my sparring stance, my left foot is back. I'm going to look all the way around, and then my left foot can kick, doing just a regular back kick. Level 1s, and then intermediate and beginner teens and adults. We had grab art defense 3. Arms come in first. The goal is to squish their arms together. Lock the fingers. Step back with the right, pull the hands down, strike with both, break the grip off. We just did punch 2. Let's do grab art defense 4 real quick for our level 3s and the advanced students. We start here. Left foot steps to the back corner. Left hand down, right hand strike. Follow through and cover. Back knuckle with the right. Step back. And this left elbow is going to rainbow across. Ready stance. Black belts, super quick, the opposite side. Black belts. We had just done the big steps there. We go grip break with the left foot back. Right foot steps to the right side of the room. Spear. Grab. Right foot comes up. We've got our mid block and our downward block here. Then we've got stepping in, inward block left. Kempo left. Side to side on the right for the punch. Black belts, our right foot steps back. You strike to the back of the room because that'll allow us to turn to the front with our uppercut. And finally, front kick left, punch right should be 43. Black belts, next week's video is going to have just like 3 or 4 run through. We're just like going over that stuff again and again and again, and a whole lot of different instructions on how to do it. Yeah, let's do, it would be grab art defense 4, right? So we're here. Left foot steps back. Left hand goes down to the bottom fist. And then right hand does a 1 knuckle up. And for that knuckle strike here, is I want to make sure that I turn my hand like this. See how that 1 knuckle comes up? That way I can hit just right there. If it stays like this, I hit flat, same thing there. So level 3, we got to turn our right hand so it's just there, that 1 knuckle can strike. So, step back, hit. Right hand keeps coming up and around. Left arm already went down. It's going to come down and around here. Right hand back knuckle. Step back. Roll the grip off and come back up to our ready stance. So, that's grab art defense 4, right? Make sure you got good forward stance in it, Robert, and any other level 3s that are in here. Farouk as well, right? Make sure you got good forward stances. A nice solid back knuckle. I don't want the arm just kind of swinging, but it's got that snappiness to it. And then you break the grip off at the end. I want to do the beginner's turn back kick one more time. You guys ready? So beginners, you start in your sparring stance. Notice how I'm turned all the way to the side. My feet are in a straight line. I'm going to turn, look over my back shoulder. In this case, it's my left one here. Turn and look. I can see now, and you should see that as I do that, all I'm doing is turning on the balls of my feet. So my heels come up, but up towards my toes it stays down. And I start to get a little bit of a line here that my left foot can go straight back. And then I finish in my ready stance. One more time. Right here. Turn and spot. Kick. Ready stance. All right, so next up, guys, we got some sparring stuff. I'm going to get my old friend here. Goes by the name of Century. Beginners and intermediates beginners and level 1, so the kids, we had started working on the lead leg roundhouse kick, and everybody else we had started working on the lead leg hook kick. And usually when we have this kick in a sparring combo, it comes at the beginning. Does anybody think that they know why? Why would we have that kick at the beginning as opposed to at the end? Anyone want to take a guess? Give you 5 seconds here. 5 seconds. See if you know. Especially the black belts in here. Why do we generally have kicks at the beginning? A couple more seconds, 3 more seconds. Here's why. Ready? Our legs are longer than our hands. So, our arms. If I throw a kick out, let's say I throw this side kick, just because we're not using it right now. If I set this foot down in front, I can throw a hand technique very easily. But let's say I'm sparring and I threw my back knuckle punch. From here, I'm pretty close. It's hard to throw a regular kick because my leg's going to get trapped there. So usually we start with a kick because that leg's longer, can cover more ground. And when we get in close to the hand, it's hard to throw a kick afterwards. Generally, it would be, right, let's say I did this back knuckle punch and they started to back up and I had more space, I would generally do a back leg roundhouse kick. I just have to make sure that it's really controlled. So, strike faster, yep. It can be a little bit faster. It can be a little faster. It can be a little sneakier too, because if they're watching your hands, you can get in there. But let's talk about the first thing. For both kicks here, we're in our sparring stance. We want to make sure we're light on the balls of our feet. So you can see my feet down here. Get my deep pants up a little bit. The heels of my feet don't touch the ground. Right? I want to keep them up. Balancing, I've always got 50% of my weight on each foot, right? If I move, yeah, I'm going to have to shift it a little bit. I'll shift my weight back before I push. But when I land, I'd want it to be even. I'm going to go side to side. I think you guys will be able to see it a little bit better. So I'm here. Right, you can tell I've always got half of my weight on each foot. As I move, once I land, I want to get right back to it. I very rarely want to just do this, fall my weight, and then shift back and forth. See that? I want to be here. Light on my feet. If I move, again, resuming that 50-50 weight. And it'll allow me to do my kick forward if I want to do an offensive kick. It would allow me to do a defensive kick moving backwards as well. So, first, beginners and level 1s with our offensive roundhouse kick. I want to start here, pull that leg up, pointing my toes. So if I'm here, I'm going to use this as a balance point real quick. I want to make sure that my toes point down to the ground if I'm holding my knee up. That way, when I kick, it's the top of my foot that hits and not my toes. So, at the end, can you review? Yeah, Fez, remind me at the end, okay? So if I'm here, chamber comes up. I want to extend out, rechamber, and set it back down. All right? Boom. Hit, out, set it back down. One thing that I did a lot just to make sure that I felt comfortable with my toes like that is when I was learning the kick, I would just sit on the couch, and I remember we had a little footrest. I'd put my feet up there, and I would practice. My foot's out there, right? And I was kicking back and relaxing. I would practice this and hold it, feel a little uncomfortable for a while, and then relax again. And hold it, push those toes forward just to get used to the feelings. That way I didn't have to think about that when I was kicking. For teens and adults, and then level 2s, 3s, and 4s for the hook kick. Super quick, the basic idea of it, and I mentioned this in the video for next week too, but I think I bounced around a little bit too much in the instruction this week from the stuff that was posted on Monday, where it was like sparring, and then it was traditional, and sparring again, and it was just like back and forth. So real quick, the traditional hook kick. Traditional hook kick. Again, I'm going to use this as a balance just so we can go over the actual kick itself. So if I start right here, we would chamber up, I would kick out. You might remember I mentioned something about missing. Basically, I'm extending my foot where it's not right towards you as my target, but instead a little bit to the side. Here, keeping my leg almost straight, it'll bend a little bit, the heel comes across to hit, and then you pull it back in. So that's the main idea of a traditional hook kick. I would go again, chamber, side kick, across, back, and set it in. So I want you guys to review that real quick. If you need to put your hand on something for balance, cool, go ahead and do that. If you don't have anything to balance with, what I did a lot is this, and still doing in class sometimes is, I'll lay down, imagine that's my toe here. Imagine you're my target. I can basically do it from here. Kick, across, and back. That way I can practice my kick and the motion of how my leg is going to move without having to worry about balancing at all. So, start working those hook kicks real quick for my level 2s and up, and then any teen adults in here too. Beginners and level 1s, the roundhouse kick. When we do this, usually we're covering distance at the beginning. So I want you guys to start with a little bit of a step up with the back foot. So, it's going to look like this. Let's say sentry over here is my target. I'm in my sparring stance. I want to kick towards them. I need to cover some ground. I'm going to step up. All right? So here, step. Then I can do my kick. And you'll notice that if I just did my kick from here, it doesn't work right. But now, I can kick. So add this little step in if you haven't already. Step and boom, kick. One more time. Step and kick. Set it back down. For level 2s and 3s with the hook kick and teens and adults, I have a question for you guys. Especially for 2s and 3s and especially for black belts. You guys have heard me say this a lot. What is the distance that we start at? When I'm sparring someone, how far should I be? Should I have my foot touching theirs? Should I be like 50 feet away? Should I be off screen and running away? I'm sparring somebody, how far away should I be? You guys know? See if you can write it down real quick. Beginners in level 1 super fast. After you guys kick now, I want you to add a hand technique in. Either a back knuckle or this punch, okay? So I might go like this. Kick and boom, punch. One more time. Step, kick, and punch. That's what we want to start thinking of in sparring, is always having a combo. One kick and then hand techniques afterwards. For the question I asked, 1.5 sparring stances away. So when you guys practice, if you've got a bag or if you've got a partner, if you've got a clap or something that you're practicing with, it's always good to start at that distance and manage it really well. If I start just one stance away, I can hit my target every time. And yeah, that's cool, but that means they can hit me every time too. And I would rather be able to rely on my reaction to get that block in than have it so close that it's just kind of like up in the air. So, a little bit farther. Here's one. There's a half. So from here, I can't quite hit my target. They probably can't quite hit me. Unless that's my uncle. He's 6'10". He could probably kick me from there. But we don't have to worry about that right now, right? Imagine they're about our height. If I'm here, if I slide or if I step, so there's my step, I can kick. If I slide, same thing. Look at that, I got that kick in there. And that's what we'll think about in the future. Level 3s and 4s, if you already know how to slide with it, yes, please do it. Level 2s, focus on keeping your posture. Same thing, beginners and intermediates for adults. Focus on keeping your posture with this kick. Make sure the hands are staying up, because we never want to get our kick farther and higher at the expense of that right there, right? So, I'm frozen. Uh-oh. Is it all back? This is showing it up as doing okay here. Yes, I can. I wanted to do the sparring version. Is that okay for the hook kick? Because with the regular hook kick, right, it's fine of being able to go here and across. But since that's hitting with the heel of the foot, in sparring it's not ideal, because when the heel hits, it's a really solid surface. If the heel hit me in the head, that'd be a little bit too powerful for sparring. So the goal with our sparring is to point our toes, and I'm going to bend my knee to make sure that the ball of the foot hits. So let me make sure that I can see myself right here real quick. instead of, right here you can see like the bottom of my foot pointing towards you, I'm going to point my toes like that. So I'm going to hit. So I'm going to use bounce here real quick. I'm going to go here, point my toes, and then I'm going to bend my knee and watch how it passes by you. See that? It's basically like using the bottom of our foot like a paintbrush. And I think I mentioned that last week in class too. Right here, boom, or sorry, earlier this week I should say. Toes, across, and set it down. That way we have a much softer surface area on our foot that's hitting, and we can have more control. Because imagine, hey, maybe I got this kick out there, and boom, that made contact with you. Guess what I can do? I can pull it back to make sure it doesn't go through your head. So it might be something more like this, and I don't have my target here, or my balance. I might end up doing this kick like here. Boom, and see how it comes back down? Comes up and back down. That's the idea behind that hook kick of being able to kick with the bottom of the foot. I want to do one more thing for the hook kicks in here. Bonus one. This is something that I really like to do in sparring. A lot of times what happens when people throw these lead leg hook kicks is they lose their balance a tiny bit. And what I've noticed, and it's especially true at higher ranks, is let's say that I've got this bag here that I'm going to kick, or I guess it would be like this partner in sparring, right? And I get ready, I do my hook kick. Whoa. What they'll do at that point is, oh man, Munakri's off balance a tiny bit, he's leaning away, is they'll start to move forward. Thinking, hey, if I get in close, he's not going to be able to do too much because he's doing this kick, right? So, see you, Robert, bye-bye. If you're heading out, after I do this kick, what I'll do a lot is I'll do a defensive side kick because my leg is already here. I'll shift away and just kind of lean myself out. And it can be something that's fun to practice too. Before you get into the actual rounds, I start here, and boom, kick, and hit. And if you can hold your balance through that, it scores a lot of points in sparring, I'll tell you that. Either way, I'll stand around, cool. Always think about keeping your posture and try to add another technique on afterwards. Whether it's, right, I'm planning for that defensive side kick if I think they're going to be more aggressive, or beginners, level 1s, 2s, 3s, 4s, beginners, intermediates, advanced, black belts, whoever it is, add a hand technique after. If I go my roundhouse kick, boom, I've got this back knuckle. If I've got the hook kick, boom, maybe I'm throwing that punch. Or maybe I'm throwing another roundhouse kick, right? I'm always thinking about a second technique. And when these feel good for you, when you're like, okay, I feel good with this roundhouse kick, I can do that really well. Or, my hook kick feels pretty solid. I'm balanced throughout the whole thing. Good. Add another technique. Even if you can't do this very well right now, boom, hook kick, roundhouse kick, when you start practicing that, it even makes the hook kick a little bit easier to do. So, there's one more thing I wanted to mention about those kicks in particular, but I cannot remember right now. Well, it's gone. So, either way, get a lot of practicing, guys. Practice as much as you can. I'm going to hold this bag out here, and I'm going to go about 30, 45 more seconds here of just throwing this kick, all right? I'm not going to worry about if I want to add more hands, I will. If I don't, if I just want to do one kick right now, it's cool too. But I want to get my repetition in there. And I'll tell you guys a quick story if you haven't heard it yet of when Shihan Richard learned how to do a sparring technique, the first one, and kind of like the importance of it. So 30, 45 seconds here, guys. Get those kicks practiced. Ready? Go for it. If you have a bag, you can use it, or a partner with a clapper. If you don't, just go to the air. Either way, you're going to be going through the motions of the kick. If you feel really good, look at this. I'm going to switch sides. If you don't feel good with it yet, then stick to one. So there's nothing saying that you need to spar on both sides. Pick one side until you feel really comfortable with it, and then expand your toolbox. For level 3s and 4s, anybody, you can start to try adding in this slide. I wouldn't worry about this slide if you are learning the kicks for the first time. I would just step and kick. We're at 45 seconds. Let's get a bonus 15 here. Boom, kick. Again. Always sliding. Oop, go around inside, fix my bad. There we go. One more. All right, last kick, everybody. Last kick. Go for it. Whew. There we go. If you got a bag or something to put off to the side, go ahead and do that right now. Awesome. Whew, I'm getting a little out of breath here, guys. There's a lot of kicks. Again, the sparring stuff is just a whole lot of fun. I hope you guys enjoy the kicks, and as we get the chance to come back into the school and practice it, it's just a lot of fun to practice with people, and one of my favorite things to do in martial arts. So, I'm right there with you, so I'm a little out of breath. I wanted to mention one more thing. Oh, yes. So, in the coming weeks, you guys have probably noticed that the tips have been a little bit out of order, right? We started, I guess you probably can't see it over there, huh? But we started with the brown belt, or the brown tip and black tip, and then as everything started going wild, we thought, okay, when we're in here, we have to be separated. We went to the blue stripe because for a lot of us, that was pinions, right? We wrapped those up already. We went back to one more thing that's a lot easier to do solo by ourselves with these grab art defenses and kicks and punch attack defenses. But you may see either just different tip orders, or we might have completely different curriculum that we get to work on in these next weeks. Don't worry if it's not the tip you expected, or if you're like, man, I haven't seen this before. Some of the things may be stuff that I learned as an orange belt that are no longer part of our traditional, or no longer part of our current curriculum, but it's still part of our traditional material. So hopefully that makes sense. You'll see it as it comes out, don't worry, but I'm really excited for it. It should make it a little bit easier to learn over the web here, or learn online, as opposed to trying to learn a club defense with no person next to you and not being in class. So hopefully that makes sense. With that said, everybody, let's come back to attention here. Hope you guys had a good class. Thank you guys for being here, and I'm looking forward to the next one. Oh, there's one more thing, that's right. This Saturday, we're going to have a bonus class too. There's a Tigers class on Saturday at 10:15, and then a kids adult class at 11 o'clock. Look at different days and different times we can have class, and look into having split up classes too, so it doesn't have to be all 4 ranks or 5 ranks here. We can have beginners and ones in one class and others in another class. We'll see how it looks, but that's what I got for now, guys. So let's come to attention, and let's bow out. Class dismissed. Good work, everybody. Give yourself a quick round of applause. Give yourself a pat on the back. Good job. If you guys got a picture or a video of yourself in class, let us see it. Post it on Instagram, Facebook, Discord, everywhere, and I'm looking forward to seeing you guys tip videos next week. Nice job, guys. And yes, Sifu Hafez, I am more than happy to do that. I'm good to hear, Catherine. So, thanks for coming into class, too. I'll see you on Saturday, then. Excited for it. Give me one quick second, Sifu Hafez. I need to get a little bit of water here. Anik, I'll see you on Saturday. I'm excited for that. That should be a lot of fun. Let's see. So Sifu Hafez, sorry, what numbers was it again? 20 to 33. Yes. Bye, Shields family. Hope you guys had fun. See you then. Or see you later. All right. So Sifu Hafez, super quick. Let's see here. And good to hear, Hedy. Is it cool going Sifu Hafez right here? Where is it okay to tell left foot back right here? Does that make sense? I can go back and see if I can mirror it or unmirror it. I think that's Ignatius there. Bye, Shields family. So if I go here and I say left foot, that doesn't make too much sense. It makes it a little more challenging or a little easier. If I said like turn to the right side of the room. You want me to do it? I can do it that way. Let me do something super fast here. What I said first is okay. Okay, so going this way. So 20 was right here. Our left foot is back, and our left hand should be on top. Or sorry, 20 would have been here, the outward block punch, right? So for 21, left foot steps forward into our T stance, and we do our grip break. It's the same thing as earlier, this hand thing here. For 22, our left foot steps straight to the left, and I've got this lunging spear. So 20, left foot back. 21, left foot forward, and I'm facing the right side of the room. Next one, left foot steps out. We shift our stance. Facing the belts. Okay, let me switch it real quick, because right now everything's all mirrored, and I need to unmirror it. Flip. There we go. That was cool, huh? So 20, left foot forward, 21, left foot to the side, 22. For 23, the left foot moves again into our T-stance for this block here where the right hand is up, left hand down. Next one, I think it's 23. Inward block with the right hand. We're facing towards the right side of the room. How do you do pinion 4? You'll have to be a black belt to learn that, Hedy. 24, 25. Right foot kempo. 26, the left hand is going to punch. 27, it comes back to the left side, side to side. Let's do that again. 20, 21. Left foot here for 22. Left foot for 23. Inward block for 24. Kempo is 25. Punch with the left hand, 26. Side to side left, 27. The left foot is going to step back. It's one closest to the front of the room. You strike to the back. Turn our hips. Rising uppercut with the right hand. That should be 29 if my memory serves me. 30. Front kick with the right foot. Punch with the left. 31 is our cat stance. 32, side to side on the right, and we step into horse stance facing the left side. And 33, big steps over. Bye, Leblanco. I think that's Ignatius there. Bye, guys. Last part, opinion 3. You mean from 14? Right after the shooting star? As in like part C, right? We can do it real quick. Do you want me to do the same thing kind of how I did with Super Fans, where I'm facing towards the belt wall there? Or does it help when I'm facing towards you? I think I did more of like the facing. Well, I can't remember in that video what I did. Yeah, okay, facing the wall there. So, there's a little delay between us, so if I say two things, I guess I'm not sure which one the response, but I think you meant facing the wall there, so I'm going to do that. Towards you? Okay. Let me do this real quick because yeah, it's fine. It makes it a little easier for my mind. Those belts just flip. So, if I'm facing you, 14, we've got the left hand up and the right hand punching. For 15, left foot comes in and our hands switch so the punch goes up and the upper block goes down. Left foot steps to the left side of the room. Spear for 16. So if I went all the way back, left foot back, left foot to the side. Now the right foot gets its turn, right foot pulls into the cat stance. Left hand here does the check. 18 is the right foot and right elbow, up and down. Left foot steps forward to punch for 19. Right foot for 20. And then, let's see, can we see the feet there? Yep, 21. Right foot pulls in. Back knuckle. We're going to turn to the left here to finish it off. So one more time. 15. Step to the left for 16. Right foot for 17. Right foot for 18. Left foot for 19, right foot for 20, and then right foot for 21. And we wrap it up facing to the left side there. Get a tiny bit more water here. Awesome. Well, thank you guys and everybody for tuning in. Again, we've got another one coming up, testing out on Saturday this week, 10:15 for Tigers, and then 11 o'clock for kids and adult classes. So hope to see you guys there. If not, the video will be saved as always. And you are more than welcome, Eddie. I hope you guys have a great evening. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.